Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. Today is my day 2 for my live stream with regards to Taekwondo Olympic Games. Have you enjoyed the live stream so far? Did you watch the Taekwondo final games? I know many of us may not have access to live stream, especially most of the media have already bought the media rights. So if you like to watch live stream, you have to go through like a VPN and certain channel. However, we can always check the results through the Olympics.com website and also reports from multiple news media. So today we're going to talk about my comments or my thoughts with regards to 3 athletes. They are Canadian athletes, American athletes, and British athletes. So first, I would like to go to the Canadian athlete. Her name is Yvette Yong. She's very special. She's very special to me. Yeah, I'm actually excited to talk about her. She's very special to me because her parents came from Malaysia and settled in Canada. So she was born in Canada, but then her culture is actually background was actually Malaysia background, and she knows how to cook Malaysian food. And I spoke to her before. That was 4 years ago when she was trying to compete at the Olympic Games and try to make it to the Olympic Games. As you know, let's find out. First of all, I would like to share with you the draw. 16 athletes from all over the world representing their country, and one is representing the refugee team. So 16 athletes, they are competing for the 1 gold medal, and they have to go through the drawing of lots. It's like a lucky draw. Of course, it's not randomly lucky draw. They put the seating, the first seat and the second seat, they try to put it into separate group, and then they draw from there. They don't put the first seat and second seat together. Generally, that was it is. And I would like to show you the drawing of lots before I move on to comments on their results and performance. Let's check it out. I would like to invite you to stay on, because after my reaction or comments with regards to these athletes, I only focus on women's athletes. After that, I'm going to share my thoughts and my tips on how to improve if your potential or the future Olympian or the current Olympian would like to compete for the next Olympic Games. That's just my thoughts and my tips. You can take a look, think about it. If it works well with you, I hope you learn from it. And remember, there's no failure, only lesson learned. There's no failure, really. Just lesson. Think about that. Okay, now I'm going to share with you the lucky draw or drawing of lots. I call it lucky draw. And first you will, before I go further, yeah, you see that, right? Okay, you can see that. Okay, so this is women's minus 49 kilogram. You can see the chart, the drawing, like a lucky draw. I call lucky draw, it's easier to remember. Or drawing of lots is a kind of very high technical wording. So lucky draw. And you look at how they put the all athlete together based on the draw, and you see the first 8 here, they are in a separate group, and then the other 8, they are in a separate group. So the first 8 have to compete with each other according to the draw, and then whoever won the first in that group will be going to the final, meeting the other winner from the other half. Okay, you see from here, the first half consists of athlete from Chinese Taipei, and then Japan, KR is Korea, and so forth. And you can see Yvette Yong from Canada. Okay, Yong, Y-O-N-G, normally that's a surname from Malaysia in general, from the parents. So, and then Vietnam, and then Thai, and then Thai actually, you see this empty space, normally it's actually the athletes come from the refugee team. they don't have the name here. Normally just means the refugee team. And you see that Yvette Yong, first round, she was competing or fighting with athlete from Vietnam. Okay, let's say you don't know the result. How you look at the chart is that she's meeting athlete from Vietnam. If she won, she will meet someone from either Thailand or the athlete from the refugee team. But of course, you have known the result. The Olympic gold medal actually is from Thai. She won the gold medal. But assuming you didn't know the result, that's how it is. And Yvette will compete with the athlete from Vietnam and then move on, compete with the athlete from, for example, Thailand. And then whoever won will go into the quarterfinal. Okay, whoever lost in the beginning round, if you lost to a champion, let's say you competed with the gold medalist, but you lost at the early round to the gold medalist, you still get the chance to compete at the round where you got the chance to win a bronze medal. Like you will be given a chance to compete more. But it really depends who was your first competitor. If she became a champion, then you may get a chance for the medal round. Okay, so now if you look at the second half here, from Spain, Serbia, from China, from the I believe this refugee team, but sometimes the draw, and when you see empty, it also means that the country did not want to compete. I'm not so sure what's happening here. Some of the draws are a little bit different, I would say. So you see the athlete from China, Wu Jingyu, she actually won Olympic title, like gold medal, for 2 times. And then she took a break, and then she got married, and she got baby. Now she came back and compete again. I don't know what happened, but unfortunately, she did not win a medal. It's kind of sad when you're up there and then you lost. It's actually not easy for the athlete to move on. It really depends on how they think. I know Wu Jingyu was Olympic champion in the past, and there are other athletes also. There's one British athlete, Jade Jones. She was also 2-time Olympic champion. She also did not win any medal for this Tokyo Olympics. So it's hard to predict once you're up there. It's actually not easy to maintain your status. You will be encountering many pressure, like pressure to stay at the top. Of course, there are strategy for you to stay at the top by doing many, mental training, upgrade your knowledge about sports science. That helps. Your relationship with your coaches, and you have to do a lot of studies and analysis, because when you're up there, people watch you. People will know what is your strength, whether you're good with your right leg, whether you're good with your left leg, whether you're good with your X kick or roundhouse kick or pushing kick. They analyze you. Nowadays, we have access to video, right? You go to so many competition. People just take your videos and they will know whether you like to stand in front with your left leg in front, or you like to stand with your right leg in front, and your style, your defending attacking style, your defending style. Like, they read you everywhere, right? They can watch you, they can analyze you. But when you are underdog, no one analyze you. That's why you see that many not so famous, not so high ranked athlete, they managed to win the gold medal because they were not analyzed, they were not famous, but they climbed up the stairs as an underdog. So if you're up there, if you want to maintain your status or maintain your gold medal, we actually need to work harder. So now you already know the ranking for the minus 49 kilogram. Now let's look at the speech by Yvette Yong. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna bring you all to her Instagram. She was interviewed, and let's watch what she talked about. Okay, everyone see it? I encourage you to follow her Instagram. She's an amazing athlete. She's really strong. Even though she doesn't have the height for her weight category, I think maybe she's not the tallest in her weight category, but she's really brave and her kick is really strong. I just feel that she may need to improve on other aspect of her skill. So let's watch what she said about her Olympic match.
But, you know, I showed a lot of drive and determination, and I really hope that transfers to everybody else who's thinking about, you know, giving up because they've had a hard time, a hard life, a hard struggle. So I really hope to give that empowerment to everybody, you know, so, and to all the girls that I train with, all the boys in my club, everybody.
I feel like crying when I'm listening to her sharing. I can feel for her, you know, because I've been there. I did not win. I won the Asian Championship in heavyweight. Technically, I should be going to Olympics and compete in my heavyweight, but I was not given the heavyweight. And my opponent, who lost to me at the Asian Championship, she was given the heavyweight, but at the end she won bronze at the Olympic Games. But I wasn't given the heavyweight. I was given the welterweight, which means I had to lose weight in order to compete in my welterweight, which means I have never ever competed in the welterweight category. So when Yvette shared her thoughts, I felt for her. I'm sure she struggled and she has her struggles, and everyone has their own story. But yeah, I want you to finish her watching her sharing.
In my family, just in anything, you know, not just in sport in general, but in your career, in your personal life, in your sport, everything. I really hope to give that drive and determination to everybody. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay, let's watch the next one. She was competing against the athlete from Vietnam. You know, she lost, like, yeah, she did not win, but she won the first match.
You had the advantage in that first round. 5 points.
5 points
taken.
First round, she won 5 points.
Yes,
Do you believe that? She won 5 points the first round.
Spinning kicks from.
I don't know what happened on the second round and third round, but she won 5 points.
You had the advantage in that first round.
During
5
first round, yeah.
points.
See?
She has taken.
Yes, we see attempted spinning kicks.
So you can see the Narabang, the 360 turning kick. If you see from the other side just now, it looks good, right? You thought it actually kicked to the target, but then for here, she may have score point, but then the athlete from Vietnam, she had her hands below her, like blocking the kicks. I didn't see, I don't know what's happening to the point here, but by looking at that, the referee may not give point for that because the kicks will block. But then, as you can see, Yvette scored 5 points in the first round. What happened to the final match? Okay, I'm going to read to you the final score point. It was 18, no, sorry. It was, the final point was 19-5. I don't know what happened. So the athlete from Vietnam scored 19 points at the end of the match. The match means like three rounds. So yeah, I don't know what happened the second round and third round, but the first round she scored 5 points at the beginning. But then the athlete from Vietnam managed to catch up. So that's competition, right? You have the coaches. The coach is with you. The coach can see your opponent's weaknesses and strength. Okay, the opponent coach can see and can analyze. So the coach is actually very important. The coach must be smart as well. And most of the time, we always think about the athlete has to be mentally strong. Oh, you have to be mentally strong, athlete mentally strong. But then not many people knows that. I'm sure many people knows that, but not many coaches apply that, or association apply that, or sports organization apply the concept or the theory that the coaches are very important. The coaches have to be smart too. The athlete, yes, the athlete have to be smart fighting, how to score point. In Taekwondo, two of them, they are competing each other. It's not about speed and power at all. It's about everything. Like, there's so many variables. Like, you have to be fast, yes. You have to have the speed. That is one variable. You have to be strong, powerful, that is another variable. And you have to have a quick reaction, so that you maybe avoid being kicked, and so that you can counter attack really fast and score point. And reaction, this is third variable. So, but then this is your individual variable, right? But your opponent may have a different speed, may have a different reaction time and muscular strength. So your strength have to match with that person's weaknesses, right? And sometimes, even though you are really fast, but sometimes fast is good, but not all the time. Because if you're too fast, you actually miss the timing. So you must know how to kick without perfect timing. Sometimes you kick really nice, and without competition, without competing with anyone, you kick really like fancy kick and kick really fast. But in real competition, it really tests how smart you are. Can you score point with the right timing? Okay, sometimes you may not kick as fast, but you can score point, right? And that counts. But in competition, you must know the competition rules. The athlete must know the competition rules and play around it. Play with the rules, right? And athlete cannot rely on the coaches to understand the rules. I'm sure many high performance athletes they know the rules very well, but sometimes you must know how to play with the rules, and sometimes you must know who are the referee. Some referees are really, really picky and really, really strict. You have to be careful. Okay, you have to show respect. You have to be humble. So there are many variables that play into winning a competition. It's not about like, who has the best kick and who has the best fastest kick. It's actually more than that, right? And many times you may see athletes may not have the speed, may not have the proper technique, but they can win the competition. So in competition, it's all about strategy, mental skill, smartness. Smartness. I believe smartness plays an important element in winning a competitions. So yeah, for Yvette's case, I don't know what happened to her second round and third round. I wish I watched the whole game, but I know that if she won the first game, she could have won the second round and the third round. So yeah, so I'm sure she have done her best, but then if she would like to compete in the future, I am sure she can still do it if she wants to. So let's continue watching.
From Yong, but good defense.
You had the advantage in that first round. 5 points she has taken.
Yes, we see attempted spinning kicks from Yong, but good defense.
You had the
She's
advantage
doing really
in
well.
that first
See
round.
that? She's doing really well.
Points
She's doing very well.
she has taken.
She's very powerful.
Yes, we see
I think it's the strategy in second round and third round. So like when I talk about you have to be smart, which means that you have to change your strategy so that your opponent's coach may not read you. You have to have a versatile fighting style. If you always stick to one style, people can read your style. The coaches can read your style because you're always being analyzed. Now with so many video recording, people can analyze people can, change the fast motion to slow motion to see what is your strengths and what is your weaknesses. So yeah, I think athletes nowadays have to prepare themselves really well. They need all kinds of tools. Okay, let's move on to the next interview. Let's see Yvette's interview here.
This morning, I felt great. Honestly, I was just so happy to be here. Although I found out like a few weeks ago that I was qualified to come, I just had to get my act together, get my mind ready, start training for the Olympics. When you're training for something else, it's different. Olympic Games it's almost 90% mental and 10% physical. So that was a really tough part for me. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. But yeah, the main point was to train me mentally, and mentally I felt great here. But it just didn't connect with my body today, and I'm really happy to be here. I'm so proud to represent Canada. My family, everybody in our tech.
Yeah, thank you, Yvette, for representing Canada. You have done a great job. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and your journey with us. I'm just curious, why did she only receive the notification that she got qualified for the Olympics just a few weeks ago? I'm sure if she knew it ahead of time, like far ahead of time, maybe she would have prepared it better. But of course, if you're not so sure, I always encourage athletes to do mental training. Do a lot of mental training if you are not able to do like physical training due to lockdown. But then, trust me, I know in Taekwondo training, you don't need a lot of space, not like running or swimming. So you just need a Taekwondo partner. Sometimes without Taekwondo partner, you still can do mental training. Imagine you are fighting with someone in your brain or in your mind. And I wish she could have known about her acceptance to the Olympic Games earlier than that. Yeah, that's my take on it. I'm just surprised to know that. So congratulations, you have done the country proud. You have done your best. I know it's your dream to go to the Olympics. So all the best. And now I would like to show you the athlete from the other part of the world. USA, in minus 70, 57 kilogram, who won the gold medal? USA. She's a teenager, only 18 years old. So I'm going to show you her picture or article from the news. USA. So she's only 18 years old. She can fight like 2 or 3, or maybe at least 2 Olympic Games. I hope I pronounce her name well. Anastasija Zolotic. Anastasija Zolotic. Yeah, she's the rising stars. She's only 18 years old. Congratulations to USA Taekwondo team. And I'm sure many are surprised. I know we have an athlete from Canada. Her name is Skyler Park. She actually ranked number 3, ranked 3rd in the world. And unfortunately, she didn't win the medal at this time. I hope she continues on. I think she said she would like to participate at the next Olympic Games and go for it. And you're still young. I know you have the support from your father, who's the personal coach. That's fantastic. That's really, really fantastic. Your coach is your father. That's the best of the world, because when I was competing, I didn't get my personal coach. My uncle, Uncle Peter Chong, he taught me Taekwondo since I was a kid. But when I was competing at the Olympics, he was not the national coach, right? Because of politics, and I wish he was with me. I wish he was coaching me at the Olympic Games. And for Skyler Park to have her own daddy as the national coach, as the Olympic coach, that's really, really fantastic. So I think you should continue to achieve your dreams. So let's look at the drawing of lots for Skyler Park. Okay, I'm going to stop here. I would like you to see the drawing so that you see the ranking. Okay, hold on here. There is something wrong with the internet. Okay, let's. Hello. Okay, here. Computer screen froze. My screen froze or freeze a bit just now. Okay, let's look at the drawing of lots. Just now was minus 49 for Yvette Yong. Now we go to the women minus 57 kilogram. All right, so now if you look at the draw, the first 8 and the second half, the second 8. And you see the athlete from Canada, Skyler Park. She was facing athlete from Australia. Okay. And she won the first round. She moved on to compete with someone from Chinese Taipei. You can see that the one Chinese Taipei was competing with athlete from Korea, which means the Korea did not win any medal. It's actually very surprising for me anyway. In the past, most Korean athlete, I'm not saying 100%, but most Korean athlete won somehow a medal, bronze, silver, or gold, right? But nowadays, it's really, for me, it's really surprising to see like Korean athlete from Korea in Taekwondo, they did not win any medal and they lost at the beginning round. During my time, I don't see that very often. So you can see that the Taekwondo standard all over the world are actually improving, catching up with the Korean standard. So I think that is a good sign. So you can see athletes from Canada, Skyler Park, she was competing with someone from Chinese Taipei. She lost. I know according to her story, she actually bested this athlete from Chinese Taipei in the past, but somehow things did not go her way. And I remember reading her story. She said that she was told to treat Olympic Games as regular or any other international competitions. Yes, there is yes and no. It really depends on the context, but you have to come to a reality that this is Olympic Games. Everyone is fighting for the gold. Everyone. I know many countries, they actually giving prize money, prize money. I know that this one's for people, so it's money, but I know in Asia, if you do that, it's mean love, okay? I didn't know that. It's, oh, why are they showing money? No, it's actually this love, and this is money. So, yeah, many countries are offering prize money as an incentive to win an Olympic medal. If you win a gold, for some countries, you have pension for life, like good pension. I mean, really good pension for life. So most athletes, I'm sure, if not all athletes, they would love to be the Olympic champion. They will do their best. They will like give all out. So I won't be surprised underdogs won the competition, because this is an event that can change their life for the rest of their life. Like it's a life-changing tournament, life-changing moment. Once you win a gold, you are set for life. So many athletes will give all out. So I wasn't surprised. And I know people who are up there already Olympic champion, and most of the time, they actually normally will feel pressured to maintain that level. They're worried. So there are many other strategies you can overcome that. So let's go on to the what do you call that, athlete from from UK, Great Britain. Her name is Jade Jones. She won Olympic title, like Olympic gold medal, 2 times in the past. But then for this tournament, she did not win a medal. It's kind of sad, but that's life. We just have to deal with it. Okay. She won 2-time Olympics gold medal, but this time she did not win a medal. And her opponent did not win the top medal. Therefore, she wasn't given a chance to compete another round to, to win the bronze medal. Like, she competed first round, she lost in the first round, but the opponent, her opponent did not win the medal or gold medal. Therefore, she did not get the chance to even fight for the bronze medal. Therefore, she did not win any medal. So let's see what's the media talk about that.
Taekwondo produced the first big shock for Team GB. Jade Jones, the 2-time Olympic champion from North Wales, was beaten in her first outing by a player on the refugee team. Jade has done so much for Taekwondo, but Tokyo will not be the crowning moment.
Yes, that's how it is. Sometimes the media is not friendly. As an athlete, we all have to be prepared mentally. When you're up there, when you want something, everyone looks up to you. You are like a star, right? But when you did not win a medal, sometimes the media, they're kind of nasty. They may say that, oh, you're not good anymore, you're defeated. I know certain words make people feel heartbroken. If you say defeated, for me, I don't like to hear the word defeated, unsuccessful, and which is okay. But then sometimes media may not be nice to you, and they're actually quite cruel to the athletes once they did not maintain the title, right? Sometimes the athlete may receive all kinds of accusation. Oh, why did she lose? What happened? Did she put on weight? Did she train? So, in my opinion, in the competition world, it's very cruel, I would say. Once you're up there, you actually encounter many challenges. Sometimes it's politics within the sports organizations, and you are being watched, and many athletes and many coaches would like to take over your spot, right, as a star. So sometimes they would like to replace you, and they try to find any fault on you, like try to find any weaknesses on you, and so that you got, you so that you may not win again. Yeah, that's it is. That's life it is. And another factor, people may say, how about age, or maybe she's getting old. In my opinion, that is one factor, but not all the factor. With scientific knowledge, with scientific methodology, many athletes are able to compete at the older age. So I don't believe that age is the main factor. There are actually many factors that contribute to an athlete's success. So I would not agree that age is the main factor. So, oh, you're getting too old. Oh, she's getting old, No, I don't think so. So yeah, that's about for today. And I would like to share with you the factors that contribute to success or winning an Olympic gold or winning a medal at the Olympics. There are many factors. First of all, I would like to draw your attention to my YouTube channel. If you check down below in the description below, whether you are in my Facebook Live or YouTube Live or LinkedIn and etc., check my description below. I actually wrote down my website, my YouTube channel. So I encourage you to look through my YouTube channel. There's a video session talk about blood testing. Blood testing is really, really important. Why blood testing is important? I want you to really watch the interview between me and the scientists, talk about blood testing, why blood testing is important for high performance athletes. And we really highly recommend the athlete to go through blood testing at least 3 months regularly, so that you can actually study your body condition physiologically. Sometimes mentally helps, but if you can optimize your mental, your physiology, your biomechanics, and etc., and sports sociology type of factor, that will help you to optimize your peak performance. So make sure you watch my YouTube channel that talk about blood testing, okay? And what are the nutrients that you should check? You know, for example, iron. You should check your iron level in your blood. You should check your vitamin level in your blood. So I encourage you to check my YouTube channel. The second factor that can help you to improve your performance is a kind of mental training. I know we all heard or listened to so many like high performance talk about mental training nowadays. Everywhere is information. Sometimes information overload too much, and when it's too much, you don't know which one to pick. You heard about visualization. You heard about self-talk. I don't know how many of you heard about tapping. You know, tapping, like tap, 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 tap. Even tap your leg. I think many of us may not know the importance of tapping. Is for me, I was exposed to kind of tapping when I was an old age in my traditional kind of family. At that time, I didn't know it's a method of sports psychology. When you look at the recent sports science research, they found out that tapping is really good to help you release your anxiety, to give you a better blood circulation, make you a better thinker. It's called tapping. Tapping, tapping, like tap, 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 tap. When I was a kid, whenever I feel scared, my grandparents like to say, "Oh, don't be brave, be brave. Okay, don't be so scared. Be brave, be brave." And she always tap, tap, tap me and tap, tap me at the back. So now, when I look back, it's actually a type of mental training. Okay, if you look at the article, they talk about tapping. It helps you to release anxiety. And tapping to your head, tap here, but normally you tap to the side, especially during break time. You know, you have 3 rounds of competition during break time. The coaches can tap your head, or you can tap your head so that you can think clearer. I know in real life competition, sometimes you are in that moment, you may not able to hear what the coaches say. You're so tired. And the coaches may say a lot of information to you. Oh, you do this, or you do that. Put your leg at the front, right leg at the front. You have to do X kick, you have to do push kick. It's like, blah, 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 blah. It's like, what? You know, it's like, what? I experienced that. I was so focused on what did she say? What? You know, like, it is important to have your self-talk session. That's why a good relationship with your coach is very important. Whenever your coach says something, you get it right away. If you have a personal coach, you have a national coach that you have not worked with him or her before, and suddenly he or she became your national coach and became your Olympic coach, you're like, what? I have never worked with her or him before. How am I going to understand her? And she told me a lot of information. It's like, what? What did you say? So it is really important to have good relationship, the rapport between the Olympic coach and the athlete, so that they can work together. They can understand each other. The communication skill is so important. Otherwise, like, even though you're so good, you told me a lot of information, but I don't understand you. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. And you may not understand my strengths and weaknesses. You ask me to do X kick, and my X kick is the worst. Like, you ask me to do like narabang or 360 turning kick. I was like, what? That's not my strength. Like, how am I doing that? Like, you know, there are many ways of scoring point. Like, you know, certain coaches may like X kick, you know, do this, do that. It's like, you have never trained me. How are you going to know my strength and weaknesses? You know, like, yeah, spin kick is good. Yeah, back kick is good, but I don't do that all the time. Yeah, that's my point. And the tapping, I said before, like, if you have a blurry mind, foggy mind, especially during competition, you are so scared, so stressed, you know, and you listen to music, which is good, and people try to distract you, you just don't look at them. And some coaches are really smart. That's why I say coaches have to be smart, have to be mentally strong. Not the athlete only. Athlete have to be strong mentally and smart mentally, but the coaches are very important. They have to be mentally strong. They have to be smart. And sometimes coaches can go in front of the athlete and try to like distract them, psych them out, psychology, psych them out by doing all of silly information, trying to like scare them, tap them. Hey, who are you competing with? Who are you competing with? Oh, she's good. Watch out, okay? And then try to scare the athlete. Sometimes coaches can do that. I experienced that myself when I was competing at an international competition during the final camp. The coaches and talk to me. Oh, she's good. Who's your opponent? Oh, she's good. And the athlete must know how to counter that, right? When some coaches or athletes try to psych you out, try to scare you, try to put you down before your actual or final competitions, and you must know how to stay focused. Sometimes you just don't talk to them. If there's too much distraction, just put on your sunglasses. Sunglasses, black sunglasses, so that people cannot see your eyes and you don't see them, so that they know that you're focused. So put on your sunglasses and listen to your music and do some warm-up. Don't talk to anyone. You save your energy. Just focus on yourself. So the tapping, when you're experiencing foggy mind, like really blur, like I don't know what should I do, and the tapping you tap to the side, tapping. You're transferring your energy. You're actually alerting your brain to think better, like think faster. This tapping is really good. The third one is breathing exercise. During the competition, it's really, really stressful. Sometimes your muscles and your brain do not go together. Your mind says, I want to do this, but my leg cannot reach that. I experienced that myself. And I said, I want to do this, but my leg cannot reach that, Yeah. So of course, regular mental training helps, but also the breathing exercise help. You have to like back to your normal, like relax yourself, shoulder down. When you're stressed, you like tends to be this way. You have to go shoulder down, relax yourself, self-talk, breathing exercise, do some meditation, self-talk, listen to relaxation music. When you relax, that's how you get your power. That's how you can control your brain. Otherwise, you're too tense, I want to kick that, but my mind said yes, but my body cannot go because you're too tense. Yeah, relaxation helps. And that's about it. So I hope this session helps. Enjoy the evening. If you're in North America, the western part of the world, but if you are in Asia, enjoy the day, and I hope to see you next time. Do let me know if you have any other question or any other topic you want me to talk about. And remember to watch the Olympics Taekwondo match. I'm going to show you the match for these coming hours. Do you know what is the weight category? Now, it is, going to show you here. You always go to Olympics.com and check their schedule and check their opponent. And they actually posted the picture and their country. For the second day, USA won gold. And for the men category, athlete from Uzbekistan. Oh, sorry about it if I don't. I speak too fast. Country from Russia won the gold medal, the first time in the history. Uzbekistan, yeah, the athlete won the gold. So you can see that the gold medal all distributed equally, but quite well-rounded, not only dominated by the Asian country, but country all around the world. So if you can see here, today Sunday, but in Asia is actually Monday. So today, Monday, if you look at the website, Monday for Taekwondo events, July 26th, it is for women below 67 kilogram and men below 80 kilogram. Okay. So you can see here, women below 67 kilogram and men below 80 kilogram. So I would like to show you the women's chart. I call it lucky draw. Let's look at lucky draw for today's event, which is Monday event. Who is fighting who? And do you want to guess who will win? You want to predict? Do you want to predict who will win? Let's predict. So it's actually very hard to predict. You know, as I mentioned before, underdog can win because no one was watching you, no one analyzed you, no one is is reading you yet. So minus the 67 kilogram for women. You can see the first half and the second half. You can see these women minus 67. See, somehow they actually fully named, listed here, not like the previous two. They have this empty spot. So you have athlete from Nigeria, Turkey, USA, Azerbaijan, I believe, Brazil, Jordan, Croatia, Haiti. I'm sorry, I'm not able to read all the flags. If I'm not reading your flags correctly, please forgive me. Yeah, you can read yourself. Yeah, they have COD, I have China, you have Uzbekistan again, Egypt, from France, Great Britain, and TGA. So yeah, who do you think will win? I know this category you don't see athlete from Korea. There's no Korea. Okay, there's no Korea here. There's no Chinese Taipei. No athlete from Thailand. No athlete from Indonesia. This is an interesting match. Anyone can win here. I think so. So yeah, even though they have the ranking, but sometimes the ranking may not really help the athlete to achieve the gold medal. It really depends on many factors. So as I mentioned before. Right, that's all for today. So I see you next time and enjoy your day. Okay, bye for now. I hope this helped. If this helped you, remember to share with your friends and family members and have confidence within you. Confidence is really important. I know humility also very important. Sometimes I know in terms of confidence, athletes have to show confidence by being cocky. This is just from outside, but inside you know that you have humble heart. And sometimes too cocky does just show that you don't have the confidence. So you have to pretend that you have confidence. So athlete has to be careful when you're in front of referees, because the referees may read you. The referees, international referee, they talk to each other. As you say, I'm an international referee too. They talk to each other. They may say, oh, this athlete are humble and this athlete are too cocky. So it's really important, if an athlete, you have to know your role and always show respect, always show humility. Okay? I have the pens off now. Take care. Bye. Have confidence within you. Peace.